What would it mean to be able to talk to angels? How would that change your life? Join us now on Angel Talk Tuesday as the psychic angel channelers Julie Geigel and Susan Schuler allow angels to speak directly through them, sharing messages from beyond. As you bathe in the vibrational frequency of the angels here, you will begin to open up to a stronger and clearer communication of your own. The purpose of this show is to help you awaken, expand, and remember the magnificent being that you are and the mission you came here to fulfill.
Welcome everyone. Our theme for the month is Rising Independence, and today's topic is the road less traveled. This is Julie Geigel, international psychic medium, trance channel for Archangel Metatron, and awakened healer. I offer psychic medium readings and spiritual counseling over the phone and in person in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And I also teach online spiritual classes. You can find me over at juliegeigel.com and on Facebook at Psychic Medium Julie. And Susan and I have an exciting program coming up called the Lightworkers Mentorship Program. And we're offering a sneak preview coming this Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. So you can sign up for that. I do have it posted in the break room over on our fan page, Angel Talk Tuesday, as well as my website, juliegeigel.com. So be sure to jump over there and register for that amazing class Susan and I are going to be teaching together this Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Kind of a sneak peek into this 4-month Lightworkers Mentorship Program that we're offering. Very, very excited. The time is now. If you're feeling called to rise up and do something to help this shift in consciousness occur easily and gracefully, you are needed. You are absolutely needed. So, awesome. Let's go ahead and get started here this morning. I'm going to ring the tingsha bells to clear out any lower vibrations and create a pure, sacred space for our trance channeling today. So go ahead and take 3 deep breaths with me here as we begin. Welcome. I am Metatron. We are thrilled and delighted, as always, to join you here this day, assisting with the evolution of your consciousness, helping you to expand and remember the mission you came here to accomplish. For there is much work that needs to be done. The time is now. You are being called. If you have joined us here today, you are being called to a new order, a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of existing in human form. And allow yourself to relax into this beautiful energy that we bring here for you to support you on this mission. There is much occurring behind the scenes as you join us here today. There are many masters and many teachers that have come in, creating a beautiful sacred space for your expansion. Feel the attunements that are occurring at a cellular level within your physical body, adjusting you to this new frequency that just came in a few days ago. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. And pulling in the energy from the universe, from the heavens above, from your own spiritual council, the team of angels and loved ones and light beings that are specifically working with you, strengthening this connection, opening the channels of communication, dissolving all and any interference. And Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel. Feel their energy. Feel our energy as we join forces here to assist you. And so we have come to speak on your topic of fitting in on this earth plane, in these physical bodies, and making the most of your experiences here. Oftentimes we see you getting stuck in your egos, striving, wanting to fit in, to belong, to feel accepted and needed. You are already that which you desire. It is the memories from your past lives that trigger emotional discord. In this new earth energy, you have the power to clear out that energy and align with all that you are. Rise up out of your ego. Trust and know that you are perfection, that not fitting in or feeling disconnected from your human friends or groups of people you desire to commune with is only an illusion. The disconnection is an opportunity for you to heal another layer, another level of discord within your soul. Remember, your soul holds all of the memories of all of the lifetimes, eternities that you have lived, not only here on the physical earth plane, but also in other dimensions of time and space. And these memories are constantly being triggered by experiences, by people here in this dimension of time and space. And as these memories are triggered and you feel emotional discord within your body, simply recognizing this emotion and surrendering, letting go of attachments to wanting to fit in and be accepted, letting go of expectations of what your life should look like here, and surrendering to God, to all that is, allows you to bring your frequency back into alignment with your truth. There is no need to try or not try to fit in. You already are that which you desire, always, ever expanding, ever creating new realities of peace and harmony as you let go. Embrace the freedom of standing in your truth, in your magnificence. Step into that freedom now, dissolving any cords to any lifetimes of not fitting in, of not feeling like you belonged, of being an outcast. And now infusing those cords with peace, harmony, love, light. You are one with all that is. All of us together are one glorious, magnificent force. One light, one love. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here this day. This is Julie Geigel, and you can find me over at juliegeigel.com. Stay tuned for Jacob, a master teacher of
the future of Internet radio is here. OMTimes Radio, IOM FM.
Hi, I'm Kelly Fox, host and astrologer of The Astrology Show. Each week, I'll give you access to the current transits, which are a valuable tool that provide astrological information to help unlock the potential each of us has. Understanding the stars can help steer us in the right direction to make better informed choices. So if you're wondering what's going to happen in your week ahead, be sure to tune in to The Astrology Show for guidance, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Do you need help with relationships, romance, or career? I'm a triple-tested, accurate, and ethical psychic medium and spiritual counselor. Simply click on my Call Me Now button at juliegeigel.com.
This is Susan Schuler. In life, intention is everything, and I make each of my handmade soy candles and smudging sprays just for you. Go to mediumsusan.com for details.
Hi, this is Lori Walker. Have you picked up your free gift yet? You can download my chakra clearing meditation from my website at loriwalker.com.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. This is Angel Talk Tuesday, and this is Julie Geigel with Susan Schuler, and we're going to just take a moment to discuss the beautiful messages that Metatron brought through. And we are taking live callers at 1-202-570-7057. And we always give away a free psychic reading during our show. So be sure to call in and ask your psychic or medium question today. Again, that's 1-202-570-7057. All right, and we're just going to let Susan take it away.
I like the way that sounds. Just let Susan take it away. Boy, Julie, first of all, I can't write real fast, so it's like I was trying to write as quickly as I could, but boy, he was on fire again. The thing that really got me as he started talking about dissolving and getting rid of all the interferences and the releasing of the things that we hold on to with our past lives, that's brilliant. Because, we all know that we carry these things with us and we know it's part of the ego, but I think he said it very eloquently. And then I very much enjoyed towards the end that as he was saying, just let it go, and I don't know, is that something that you've done before, Julie? I think you actually do like past life things that you release, correct?
Yeah. I actually have a special certification in past life regression, but it really, really reminded me of the Ho'oponopono technique that I've been working with for the last 6 months, and it's just transforming my life. I cannot say enough about this technique. It's just unbelievable. And Metatron has just kind of come in and put his own spin on everything for me, too. So what's so beautiful about the technique is just that it also works on other people. You can help other people heal and clear without their permission, without talking to them first, without interfering with their highest good. It's just whatever is released from you is released from them. So I think that, that was one of the big messages too that I was feeling, is that we're all one. So when we do our own work, we are healing the universe. We're healing we're not only the planet Earth, but like Metatron said, our soul holds all the memories not only on this planet, but we have existed on other planets. We are currently coexisting in other dimensions and other universes on other planets, if you will. And so this piece on Earth is just a really small, tiny component of, it's just a fraction of who we are and the power that we hold. And I know the other thing he kept repeating that I just totally feel to the depth of my soul is we already are that which we desire.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. And to know that we already have all of the things that we need. Because it's so funny as human beings, we're always like, well, once I have this, this, and this, then I can move forward. And then I can, so it does my heart good to know that like it's already all kind of in place. And I'm going to jump back a second to what you had just said about having many incarnations in other planets, in other places, because I have to say, I've noticed I'm sitting in front of more people recently where I can see that they don't primarily incarnate as human beings. And it's like sometimes I'm a little hesitant to say that to a person because it sounds like so out there, and it's like, okay, I don't want to sound like I'm off too much with the fair. But I'm seeing it more and more. And I think it's interesting because there are so many of us who are on the planet who it's sometimes you just feel like you're walking through this like heavy sludge of not belonging and not fitting. And I especially saw things like this when I taught high school. And I think a lot of times it is like we have these memories of this is my human body doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel normal. It's because you're not always a human. So to me, that's just been something I'm just seeing more and more of.
I just love that so much, Susan. And, I had a personal experience, and I know this, for me, it's like a spiral. Things happen in high school, things happen when you're younger, and it comes around again, comes around, and it keeps coming around until you clear that energy out. And I had an experience. We've got a camper up north, and there's a group of people, and we were just feeling like we weren't fitting in. And I, work this beautiful Ho'oponopono, which is simply saying, thank you, I love you. Anytime you're feeling emotional discord, anytime you're feeling disconnect, it's as simple as that, just saying, thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. And I'm telling you, I did this till I was blue in the face the whole winter because, it's a seasonal thing. So we're only up there 6 months out of the year. So 6 months, I'm just working this Ho'oponopono. And I'm telling you, the season started up. And just last weekend, I looked at Kurt. I said, everybody just seems really nice this summer. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on. And it was like a lead brick hit me in the head. It's like, maybe you're the one that has changed, not them. And it was like the veil was lifted, and I could instantly see all of this karma, all of this crap that I had cleared out from past lives that was creating this illusion that we didn't fit in or they didn't like us. And it completely evaporated and dissolved. And suddenly we were just free to be loving, free to be gracious, free to be who we came here to be, and not worried about fitting in or if somebody likes us or doesn't like us.
Exactly. And it starts at such an early age. Honestly, it's like having, you taught younger ones, I taught older ones. It's like you just see it. And like what you had said, embrace the freedom of standing in your truth. And, that's brilliant. And I think the sad part is I know so many adults who I'm not even sure if they know their truth yet. And that breaks my heart. To me, it's like life is about learning, but I see we get so busy and distracted's the right word, that we don't always know what our truth is.
And I think that's, part of the reason why I felt called to create this Lightworkers program. And I'm so thrilled and honored that you're going to be joining me here, and this is going to be ongoing. I totally feel like Metatron is just calling in. It's like this beautiful clarion call to people, to light workers, that it's time. If you're feeling this desire, if you're feeling a disconnect and wanting more out of your life, we are gathering together a beautiful group of 10 people right now. We actually have 9 spots open, 9 people, 10 people together. And we're going to be working one-on-one with this beautiful group of people for 4 months. Not only Susan and I, but you're also Archangel Metatron and Master Jacob. We're all 4 of us coming together to help you shift, to help you evolve, to help you step into your power as a light worker and fulfill that mission. Because I'm telling you, if you're listening to this show today, there's a reason. You didn't just happen upon us.
and it's, it's so funny too, because I remember when I was like starting to step toward this, and you just, it's like the movie West Side Story. It's like something's coming, you can feel it, but you didn't know what it was. You didn't have a clue what it was, and you're like, okay, I know I'm supposed to be doing, and I remember saying that to my husband, I know I'm supposed to be doing something really important and significant, and it's not teaching anymore. Not that teaching high school students wasn't important and significant, but I was like, I can feel that stepping back. I feel this new thing coming forward, but I haven't a clue. But you could still feel it. And it's like when you do readings with people, how many times do you have people that are like, what's my life purpose? And for me, I feel like for me to even look in and say, this is your life purpose, I feel that's cheating. Because to me, it's like you need to discover what your life purpose is. And it's not my job to tell you what it is. It's part of the journey.
Yeah, if it's like having children, it doesn't come with an instruction manual. You have to figure it out along the way, and that's part of why you're here, is to figure it out. And if I would just spoon feed you all the answers, that's not helping you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's teachers, we lead you, but we don't give you the answers. We make you think. That's what I used to love to tell my high school students. I'm teaching you how to think.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, wow, some beautiful messages today, most definitely. And the energy, beautiful healing, especially for your arms, Susan. I was feeling a lot of energy. I know Susan hurt herself last week with your arm. How are you doing, dear?
Well, I broke my elbow, and it's
okay.
I know, yeah, it's weird. It's in a cast, but not like a cast like you give a child. It's more like a weird brace. So it just makes life, like what you had said, sometimes you're just forced to slow down.
Yeah, absolutely. So sending you lots of love and light for that beautiful elbow here this morning, most definitely. And, just opening up to this beautiful energy because, we come here and do this channeling every week. And like, Metatron said, there's so much going on behind the scenes that we're not even aware of. So much healing, so the attunements, the alignments, the connections, the energy that's being cleared and transmuted as you join us here today. So it's not just about listening. It's not just about opening your heart to receive these messages, but there's amazing things going on behind the scenes. It kind of reminds me of The Wizard of Oz.
I like that. I like that. Now, you had mentioned a power shift. Now, were you talking about the full moon? What did you mean by that?
Yes. Metatron was definitely talking about a new wave that just came in. And I know we had that 888 portal on Sunday, July 9th. And I figured out what the third 8 was. It's 7 July. And 1 equals 8. They counted that as one portal. And then the full moon for some of us actually started on July 8th. We're in Central Standard Time for us, so it started actually on the 8th. And then if you add all of the numbers together of that date, July, I think they counted July 9th, 2017, that's another 8. And then actually the numbers of the stars, the way things were lined up, the transposition of the specific digits lined up to 8. So anyway, short answer, 888 portal opened, another one opened on this Saturday, Sunday, and there was a huge influx of new energy. And this energy was really clearing out old stuff that doesn't serve us anymore. So, beautiful energy we have here. Coming up in our next segment is Susan Schuler, who will be channeling Jacob, a master teacher of the Akasha. Stay tuned.
The cutting edge of conscious radio, OMTimes Radio, IOM FM. Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Would you like to know the secret to manifesting? Join our next Manifesting Mastermind to create miracles of health, wealth, love, and joy. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
Why wonder when you can know? Hi, this is psychic medium Susan Schuler. Let me help you get the answers. Schedule an appointment today at mediumsusan.com.
Hi, this is Lori Walker. Would you like to receive daily inspiration? Join me on Instagram and Facebook at Lori Walker, Psychic Medium Healer.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Aloha, my name is Jennifer O'Neill, and I'd like to invite you to come join me every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time for my show Spirit Chat. Spirit Chat focuses on simplifying the process of using the spiritual tools and gifts you were born with in a way that fits into your everyday life. I also teach different techniques that will help you learn how to navigate the spirit realm and empower you on your own spiritual journey. So join me this Wednesday as I guide you through the spirit world.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
The rocket launched into the air.
And then crashed into the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Susan Schuler again. We hope you enjoyed that beautiful channel from Metatron and Julie today, as well as our previous discussion. As a channeler, I work with a team of guides from the Akashic Records, of whom Jacob is the master teacher and leader of this group. The Akashic Records are where I gain much information during my past life and psychic readings. As a professional psychic medium based in the Los Angeles area, I do readings for clients in person and on the phone and with Skype all over the world. I do frequent mediumship and psychic demonstrations around Los Angeles and other parts of the country as well. I'll be back in Western New York and Ontario, Canada from July 27th to August 21st. Aside from private readings and small group readings, due to popular demand, I will be doing 2 demonstrations this time at the Eagle House in Williamsville, one on August 1st and again on August 2nd. Everything usually books up quickly, so if you would like more information, just email me at mediumsusan@icloud.com. And aside from private readings and demonstrations, I also teach classes. Coming up, as Julie mentioned, she and I will be teaching a mentorship program for light workers. This is open to 10 people, and we will meet once a month for 4 months. The cost is $99, and we will be teaching about psychic development, mediumship, and connecting to spirit guides and angels. All very exciting stuff. The details for any of this information may be found at my website at mediumsusan.com or on my Facebook page at Susan Schuler Psychic Medium. And don't forget, we are accepting calls at 202-570-7057 for mini readings during the show. So let me take a nice deep cleansing breath and ask Jacob to step forward. Good morning, beautiful souls. We welcome you to your new day, a day full of possibilities and new adventures. Are you up for the challenge? Today, we are here to remind you of your individuality and the use of this in your learning and experimenting in the soul's expansion process. First, however, let us explain that just as your human bodies are made up of various things that make you individual in your physicality, the same is true of your souls. So not only are you physically different, but your energetic bodies, your souls, are unique and special as well. Yes, of course, we are all one. But as humans, you also share the ability to be very unique. Every grain of sand on the beach makes for your beautiful seasides, and each serves its own function. No two are the same, nor are they meant to be, for they would not be serving their function. So when you as humans feel such a need to fit in and be accepted, that you fail to live your life in the way you would like to, thereby feeling the pressure and behave the way you think others want you to, you are throwing this gift away, this gift to yourself and and to humanity as a whole, and also the development of your soul. As you listen today, many of you may be reminded of the peer pressure that your teens feel to fit in and behave as expected by the masses. But this problem is far more widespread on your planet, to the point that many are unaware that they too are doing this in a daily way. After years of trying to fit in, why are we not surprised when we see this behavior continue into adulthood? Same is a warden on your planet, for it is easier to control. But with all the changes taking place on Earth at this time, control should not be the driving force. Much like when an earthquake begins to shake things up, there is destruction and change, but the landscape will make a new beauty all its own again. So is the way on your planet at this time, and your individuality needs to lead the way. But first, you must look within and explore who you are. Embrace your unique angles and points and stop hiding them. Allow your light to shine, regardless of its color or intensity. No, not everyone will like you. Accept this first. But once you learn to fully embrace the shine within, it will not hold the same significance it once may have. You will begin to lose the need to make others happy, trying to fit into their mold, and begin to redesign yourself once again, hopefully comprehending that you can alter your design, inventing yourself again and again. The more that you learn to look within and discover who you are, what you are passionate about, it's your fire, the sooner you can begin to step into the life you were destined to live during this lifetime. Yes, we realize others may not embrace this because they may lose their ability to hold or control you, and this can be done through shaming, making you believe something is wrong or lacking in you because you are different from them. But we tell you now to remember that anytime this occurs, it is their issue, and you need not make it your own. There will be ones who love and hate you in life, and it will have nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Your world is changing, and it needs more mavericks who care not what others think of them and care more of being true to themselves. This is an exciting time of your planet, reinventing itself with new ideas that will enhance your world and serve humanity. But it needs leaders, in big ways and in small ways, for even the small ways will add up in bigger ways. Think of the strength and beauty that lies within every human learning to embrace their own unique majesty within. Be brave, lovely humans, during this time. Your world needs you, and you need you. But if you continue to hide your special abilities and quirks, everyone loses. We realize some of you jump into your individuality very early on in life, not only living outside of the norm, but may not even ever feel the norm. For these brave souls, it happens naturally, and although it can cause its own issue with not fitting in, Many learn early that they feel a deep need to express their own individuality. Some continue on this path, but just as many succumb and learn to play the game of trying to fit into a certain box. Then there are those of you who believed that the box felt safe and climbed right in and stayed. You cannot be who you are if you choose to hide. So we ask you to honestly look at yourself deep within and first take the time to discover who you are, not who you have chosen to become. This can only be done from allowing yourself to slow down enough so you can quiet your mind and reflect upon your likes and dislikes, not the likes and dislikes that others may have inflicted upon you that may have taken as with your own without even realizing that they were from another. Look within and ask yourself, if you had a day with nothing to do, what would you choose to do for pleasure? What brings you joy? Do you shine best when you create, when you give, when you help, when you heal, when you grow? These things can never be learned, though, until you allow yourself to look within to embrace your passion. Once you choose to do that, we ask you to then look at the many ways available for you to take these passions and parts of who you are and let them step forward in unexpected ways. You are so very unique and special. Be prepared to embrace the idea that your ways of doing this may be vastly different from the ways that others choose to do this, but that it doesn't make one better or worse, only different. When you begin to live your lives in the way you most desire, regardless of how far from the norm it may be, you will begin to change the idea of normal. You will also, in doing this, set the stage for a broader level of understanding and acceptance from your fellow man. And never has your world needed more understanding than it does now. So do you see how embracing your personal individuality will actually allow your world to better unite and understand better that all are really one? A bit of a dichotomy, but true, all the same. Be the change. Accept the change. Stop trying to control others by placing them in a box that makes you feel more secure with your own insecurities. When you learn to embrace the unique color, shine, and sparkle of another, you can do likewise with yourself. The human condition is far more powerful than you could ever imagine, and the only thing holding you back from breaking these barriers is your belief that they can be broken. This is Susan Schuler channeling Jacob from the Akashic Records. Up last segment of today's show, Julie and I will be discussing today's channel. Thank you and have a blessed week.
Bringing a more conscious lifestyle to your world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Would you like a free psychic reading? Become a member of our inner circle and get a free reading today. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
Hi, this is Susan Schuler. Have you stopped by my website to download your free mini grounding meditation? Do so now at mediumsusan.com.
Would you like to speak with an angel? Hi, I'm Lori Walker, a trance channel for Rialta from the angelic realm. Book your session now at loriwalker.com.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. This is Julie Geigel. Thank you so much, Susan, for those beautiful messages from Jacob, a master teacher of the Akasha. We are taking live callers here. We have a free psychic reading to give away. You can dial in at 1-202-570-7057. Psychic or medium reading. Susan and I do it all. We are multi-talented, right, Susan?
Absolutely. I'd like to think I'm very multi-talented.
Oh, yeah, girl. You are a rock star, most definitely. All right. Well, let's go ahead and discuss those messages. Wow. Love Jacob. I'm totally loving Jacob. I'm telling you. He's like my new man. He just went on and on and on and on. Well, let me just point out a few things that really spoke to me. And, you know, he just started with talking about how we spend our whole life growing up trying to fit in, be accepted, you know, look like everybody else, be like everybody else. Some of us are leaders, some of us are followers, but the number one goal is the feeling belonging. And it affects, as an adult, we can't shake that. We're programmed. Our society programs us. And so he really talked a lot about being a maverick, being a leader, standing out, standing up. And it is about going inward and really knowing yourself, really understanding what makes you tick, what are you passionate about, who do you want to be. Just because you've chosen to be a certain person doesn't mean that's who you are. That doesn't mean that's your authentic self. And I think that a lot of people, you know, that's what the midlife crisis is all about. That, you know, we get into our 40s and 50s and we're like, wait a minute, I've been living my life for my parents, or I've been living my life for my spouse or my children. That isn't who I wanted to be. Somehow I just kind of evolved into what they needed or what they wanted. And then, you know, when things change, maybe a spouse leaves or children grow up, then you're forced to really take a hard look at what do you want, and step up and take control of your life. Any thoughts on that, Susan?
Yeah, and you know, it's funny. I've been watching Glee reruns on TV, and of course it all deals with kids being these quirky, you know, and it just reminds me of it. It's so true. It's like, and like I mentioned before in the earlier segment, though, but there are still so many people that I feel like they're still sleepwalking. It's like they haven't gone through that like moment. And like you do see it. Some kids, I mean, they're just born independent. They're born like, this is who I am. You don't like me. Like, I don't care if I don't have any friends. And they're totally cool about it. And I mean, as teachers, we've seen that. Mm-hmm. But then it's like you see other adults and it's like, come on, I know that can't really be that you feel such a need to be a sheep, you know? I mean, sometimes when you're walking through a crowd, my husband will actually, he's very sarcastic, but he will just start like going, like that, because it's like everybody's trying so much to be the same. And I guess, I mean, I feel lucky because the person who raised me, my father, was definitely not a conformist. He was, if anything, the opposite. So to me, it's like I kind of got to see that firsthand, but I also saw like the ridicule that goes along with that from different family members who were very unique. So it's a fine line.
Well, and ridicule is a really good point to mention because it doesn't come without consequence. Mm-hmm. Definitely going against the crowd, going against the grain. So you really have to be strong in who you are, grounded in your truth, to be able to stand up and shine that light, stand up and be who you came here to be. He also talked about there will be ones who love and hate you in this life. It has nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm. And that's so hard. That's so hard for us to come to grips with.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. It reminds me of Byron Katie, your business, my business, and God's business. If somebody doesn't like you, it's none of your business.
Mm-hmm. But when you're a kid, especially growing up, it's like I know my niece, she's in spirit now, but when she was alive, boy, she was a unique little kid. She at a very early age, she'd make shoes out of duct tape. I mean, she was just very, very creative and quirky. But I would see how the way other kids treated her, and it used to just break my heart. And I remember talking to her about it, and she was just like, I don't care. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, you're so brave.
Well, and that's part of enlightenment. I mean, some of these children have come to this planet enlightened, awakened, and it almost sometimes they start to go backwards and become unenlightened, unawakened. But those kids who have a strong sense of self and they don't care how other people or other children are treating them or words that they say, they're able to let that just pass right through them and not get stuck in there. They're not as rooted in ego as a lot of other adults and children are, who are focused on belonging and trying to fit in. But I know for me, when I was doing a lot of healing work around that feeling of disconnect, that feeling of that I don't fit in, that I don't belong here, I was doing, I had experienced a Reiki treatment from a friend, and I had gotten a flash, and the disconnect began when I left heaven, when I dropped down into my mother's body, and that cord was cut, and I chose, to come and reincarnate, and then, everything started to slowly dissolve from what I knew, so that I could begin a fresh slate here on this planet. And it was in that moment I just had that fleeting thought of feeling abandoned, of feeling completely disconnected, that I didn't belong here, that this wasn't where I was supposed to be, that somehow there was a mistake someplace and I ended up in the wrong place. Somebody screwed up. So it was, just the remembering of this isn't my home. And I think a lot of people feel that way, people feeling disconnected or like they don't belong. Well, it's partly because this isn't your home of choice. You don't belong here, but you signed up. You signed up to come down here and help these people, help this planet evolve and shift.
And to me, I think just knowing that sometimes makes you feel a little bit better. And once again, I mean, I know I've sat in different reading sessions where a person will look at me and they're just like, I just want to go home. And you feel the longing, because it's like we do have, like what you had said, that soul memory. We know this isn't the way it's supposed to always feel. I'm not saying that there's not blissful times on planet Earth, but this is a challenge. I mean, most of us will acknowledge that.
Oh, yeah, big challenge. Big challenge. And challenge isn't over, most definitely. And so Jacob was talking a little bit about that. The planet needs mavericks, leaders, in big ways and in small ways. And I really think, that came through in Metatron's message, too, that you're needed. The planet needs the light workers. The planet needs the way showers that are here to pave the way for this new earth energy, because there's going to be a lot of change, and change sometimes doesn't look so good. So there's going to be, some chaos, some things crumbling, crashing down in order for this new order to rise up and prevail. And
and just even the way that he didn't, Jacob, didn't he even mention like an earthquake? It's like an earthquake. And I've experienced big earthquakes, and believe me, they're destructive. They're scary. When they move, it's like sometimes it's hard to even keep on your feet.
Exactly. So I'm definitely seeing with this new 888 portal opening here this past Sunday that there is a huge wave of change coming. So hang on tight. It's going to be an exciting ride for all of us. Don't forget, we've got our Lightworkers Mentorship program preview, our sneak peek, coming up this Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can sign up for that over on juliegeigel.com and susanschuler.com as well. Well, everyone, this has been a most beautiful day together. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us, and we will see you back here next week.